I couldn't fathom, I couldn't even think of what that would look like if he ever put his hands on you. Sometimes people do that and stay there, and it's dangerous. It's dangerous for them, it's dangerous for the whole situation. When do you walk away? You have choices. And I know people have this issue, this big issue with divorce. And for good reason. You want to stay together. You want things to work. But if it's not working, if you're at a stalemate, if there's no trying, if it's no growth, you gotta sit there and come to the crossroads and say, where do we go from here? It's not always forever. That's the princess mentality that was given to us and implanted in us, that, everything was all great and gravy and everything like that. They fell in love and they lived happily ever after. They got married and lived happily ever after, happily ever after, happily ever after. What does that entail? You don't talk about the stories of the arguing and the disagreements and the growth and the other stuff. A great story has its ups and downs, ebbs and flows and everything like that. However, is it too much drama? Is it too much downs? Is it dangerous to be in this marriage? Dangerous for your health, dangerous for someone else's health, dangerous for your children's health? I seen a show where the mother of this woman came back into this woman's life. And the story that she told her daughter, she was like, I gave you away as a baby because the father, her husband, she was a young mother, young wife, that the mother, she's like, the mother got abused by the father. When he did it to me, I felt I can deal with it. I can take it. However, I couldn't fathom, I couldn't even think of what that would look like if he ever put his hands on you. Sometimes people do that and stay there, and it's dangerous. It's dangerous for them. It's dangerous for the whole situation. When do you walk away? You have choices. However, you also want your choices to be wise. You don't want to be that person who makes that temporary or that permanent decision on a temporary situation or a temporary feeling and regret that later. Because you decided to walk away from a good thing that was working on being a great thing that has some little issues that if you worked on it a little bit more, it could have been an outstanding thing.
I am Coach Nazir.
And I'm Coach Fatimah, his wife.
And I am Coach Nyla. I am also his wife.
We are the founders of Outstanding Personal Relationships, as well as the authors of the book,
Let's Talk Polygamy Uncensored.
And I'm sure you're asking yourself, how can you get your hands on a copy of it right now? The great part is, we're about to share that with you, but first, let me tell you about why you need to at least get your hands on one or maybe more copies, depending on where you are in your polygynous journey.
Some of the things that we discuss in our book are issues about trust, insecurities, jealousy among wives, and maybe possibly even creating lasting friendships.
Especially friendships amongst co-wives. And we share in this book how you can understand that it takes a village, that polygyny is not some taboo topic or something that's going to leave women stranded alone and kids not loving each other or feel like they're left alone by their fathers or from their fathers or whatever the case may be. You will learn so much in this book. Let's talk polygamy uncensored.
Indeed, we lay down the practical steps that we wish we'd had when we started our polygyny journey over 13 years ago. Well, the time is here, and all you have to do, go to letstalkpolygamy.com. Order a copy, order the bundle, do whatever it is you need to do so there's no more excuses, and we making marriage great again by reminding people of polygamy, which is an ancient solution to a modern day problem. Let's talk polygamy.com. Get your pre-sale order on. With that being said,
make sure you are growing intentionally,
Loving fearlessly,
and connecting on a higher level
every single day.
Visit the link. Assalamu alaikum. Peace.
Peace.
So I'm not going to tell you exactly when to walk away. I'm going to tell you that you have a choice, that you always have a choice. And your choice has to be a wise one. Your choice has to be a choice that you can live with, because there are consequences and other things to the decisions that we make and the choices that we make. That's life. We live and we learn. However, what we do in Islam, we make what is called salat istikhara. If it's good for us, our life, our deen, our hereafter, then please, Allah, allow me to have that. Bring that into my life. Allow me to receive the blessings from that. And if it's not, take it away. Please, keep it from me. So, alhamdulillah, we have that. All praise is due to Allah. For those who don't know what that means, that we do have that. And that's a great thing. That is actually what has helped me in a lot of my decisions, as well as my decision on the divorce of my first marriage, and the decision to stay in my second, in the marriage that I'm in, my marriage that I'm in now, my polygynous marriage. Having that and being at peace with the decisions. I can live with both decisions. Not only can I live with it, I can thrive, and I feel good about them both. I had to walk away from one, and I chose to stay another one because it didn't have anything to do with my marriage. I wasn't minding my marriage. And even though it was rough at the beginning as a transition phase, I stuck, I stayed, I focused on what I wanted to build within my marriage to see what the family can totally blossom into. And it's getting better and better and better, and it's consistent growth. And the growth is there. And I can see it. The growth has been there, the growth is there. And if you're constantly growing, that's a beautiful thing, because we're either growing or we're dying. There's no staying still or being stagnant. So all in all, choice is yours. Make sure it's something that you can live with. Make sure that it's big picture beneficial, and you can have peace, growth, and maturity from it. So until next time, make sure you are growing intentionally, loving fearlessly, and connecting on a higher level every single day. Like, comment, and subscribe. And check us out at Outstanding Personal Relationships for information on counseling and coaching and taking your relationships and marriages to the next level. It's Nyla. I'll see you soon. Nyla, Coach Nyla. And I will see you soon, inshallah, God willing. Assalamu alaikum. Peace.